welcome back to another video. Now you join me at a lovely little lake in Weymouth where me, my partner and my dog have come camping, and there's 2 lakes on site. So you're going to join us here at Rosewall Camping with a lovely lake in the background. Now I'm only here for probably 2, maybe 3 hours at the max, and we're just going to try and catch carp. It's not going to be a long video, it's not going to be a very informative video. It's going to be sort of a how I'm approaching this lake, with it being the first time that I've ever seen it. So at the minute I've done a lap, I've had a look at the spots that I would think hold fish. Now obviously it's not guaranteed. You know, there's, because I know nothing, I don't know the stock of the lake, I don't know how big the fish go, I don't know any sort of well-known spots, I don't know what baits they react well to, so I've come with what I've got and how I would approach a venue that I just turn up on. Now I've walked around this lake 3 or 4 times maybe in the past when I've been here camping, but fishing it, this is the first ever time I've wet a line in here. So it is very shallow and it is very weedy. So you'll see in the video how I approach this venue and what sort of tactics I'm using. Now, like I said, it's not going to be a very long video, it's pretty short, because after all I am on holiday with my partner and my dog, and Mr. Dog have obviously come down with me now. So yeah, if you can hear my whiny spaniel, I do apologise in advance. Around water, he is a nightmare. So 2 rods are going out, both on a leg clip setup. I've got one on a stiff boom with a Ronnie with a 12mm Jaffa cake pop up. Again, second rod, leg clip, but I've gone for a multi-rig which sits about 2 inches off the deck. I've got a cherry bait for 12mm on that. I've made bags up of some of the butter crunch pellet, and I've just put a couple of pop-ups in them, 15mm pop-ups, just to try and give them a bit of buoyancy, because this place is very weedy, so hopefully that will help keep the hook bait above the weed until that dissolves. And the hook bait should just sit down nicely with a pile and pellet around it. The rod has been out probably, I don't know, 5 minutes. Excuse the whiny dog in the background. I wasn't really confident, like there's weed, you know, I've never fished this lake before. It was just a case of putting it out to likely looking areas. So when the rod ripped off within the first sort of 5-10 minutes, and you'll have to bear with, because quite a bit of weed hanging around in the water, so any water that's going on this fish is covered in weed as well, so bear with. Well, there we go. That is the first fish from Wally's Lake at Rosewall Camping. Probably 8-9 pound, so it's not too bad. Like I say, the rod's been out probably 10 minutes. This is taken on I think actually it was a Jaffa cake pop-up. So as always, they're doing the business again. But gonna get some stills of this one, get it back, excuse the whiny dog, and we'll get the rod back out and hopefully maybe have another one or two. I actually watched this. I think it's that shallow out there that it's literally, must probably be like 1.5 feet. This fish was, you can see its tail up feeding, and then you see it literally as soon as the bobbin pulled up on the alarm, one beep, water erupted, and we're in to fish number 2 from a lake that I've never fished before. So there we go. Fish number 2, another common. Probably, I reckon, around about £10. So yeah, you cannot grumble. Again, Jaffa Cake pop-up doing the do. Again, with a little mesh bag of pellet. And then there's 2 15mm pop-ups in there just to try and keep it above the weed. And it's obviously working. So, probably not much longer left of the session now. But, might see if I can stick a rod back out on the spot and just have one more for a hat trick. Well, as you would have seen, that was the second fish. About £10. Again, on the Jaffa Cake pop-up on the Ronnie rig, with that little mesh bag of pellet. I think really does help it just slowly drop down. Now I've got it back on the spot again. They're feeding on top of it again. You can see the tails. So hopefully it won't be long. Now, probably only got 25-30 minutes left of the session. So I'm going to put the camera behind the rods and see if we can capture a bite. That is it for the session at what is quite a lovely little lake, really. Been down for maybe 3 hours-ish. As you would see in that last run, sadly I did lose it. But, you know, for a new lake and the first time fishing it, I am pretty happy with having 2 fish. Decent condition as well, so I cannot grumble. But yeah, this is Wally's Lake at Rosewall Camping in Osmington Bay. So yeah, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.